Hello, hello, hello. Now with the Championship playoff final upon us, Brentford versus Fulham, scrapping it out for a place in the Premier League, I thought I'd take a look back at some of the best moments that have happened in Championship playoff finals. So if you're new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let's get straight into this. So here we are, some of the most dramatic moments in playoff final history, basically. We have Blackpool versus West Ham, I believe happened in 2012. So yeah, 2-1 West Ham, Blackpool in 2012. Obviously that kind of gives away the score. We got a beautiful little ball in there. Absolute fumbles. It's just I've been at a playoff final myself, and the absolute the hysteria that happens when a goal goes in like the 90th of a minute. That's incredible. You could see by the reaction. Good old Marky Noble, Tompkins there as well. Jeez. These moments are just what you live for as a football fan. It's insane. You've got to feel bad for any opposition fan there. The day to Wembley is 1-1 in the 87th minute. It's weird. I've always considered West Ham as being this kind of long-term serving, Premier League team. I guess this will be them going into their 10th season, but it almost seems a bit too recent for them to have been in a Championship playoff final. I guess it's 8 years ago? But I mean, he's taken his opportunity here, scrambled through, and nice tidy little finish there. Shirt off just because why not? But Charlie Adam, Blackpool versus Cardiff in 2010. It doesn't get much better than that. An absolute belter of a free kick. I mean, from another angle, I love these behind the goal angles. They're just beautiful to watch a goal like this. Just caressed it into the top corner. It's mad though. So this game in 2010, Blackpool must have won this game in 2010, got promoted, got relegated, then got to another Championship playoff final, and lost that playoff final in 2012. Okay, here we go. We got Alex Smithies, Huddersfield versus Sheffield United. 0-0 for the whole game, down through to penalties, and it's on to the goalkeepers. I love a penalty shootout myself, especially being a neutral fan in some of these games. A penalty shootout is so exciting because you don't really care about who wins or loses. Obviously, it's the most intense thing in the world when you're supporting the team on a penalty shootout. I mean, some of the ones for England have just been absolutely dire. What we see is down to the goalkeepers here. Sheffield United keeper steps up. Oh no. I mean, you gotta feel for the guy. Oh, you gotta feel for the guy. That's just, it's too tough. Got Bobby Zamora here. What a player he was. I remember the day that with QPR, the 90th minute winner. From 0-0 to 1-0 for QPR to beat Derby in the Championship playoff final. You can see just the general absolute scenes. This is why it's a shame we won't have any crowds going to any of these games, the playoff finals, because, I mean, on this side, I guess you won't, you'll be able to be sad in your own living room at your own home or at your local pub, but in terms of the atmosphere that it brings for the team that wins it, you don't feel much better than, especially for these kind of teams, the Championship playoff final. If you win that game, that's going to be a highlight of you're supporting your team in their lifetime, really. That's a tidy little finish on the left foot. Bobby Zamora. Alright, let me just hold on a second. I know exactly what happens in this game. For me, I remember seeing it and just being like, excuse me, what? This is one of the best playoff final moments, if not one of the best footballing moments ever. I don't think I've quite seen something else happen like this before, so I'm just not going to talk. I'm just going to let this one play out, and it's absolutely absurd. God. Now what Brighton? Was it Brighton for a bit? Hoofs. may have a little inkling of what's going to happen here. And it's Troy Deeney. The absolute sees the guy. Oh, jumps into the crowd. That is a top footballer right there. That is a man who loves his team and loves his football. Imagine that being a player though. You've won a penalty for your team, missed a penalty, the other team goes and scores at the other end, man. My word. If Leicester win, they go through. If Watford win, they go through. Oh, that is traumatising. Funny thing is, 3 years after this, Leicester go and win the Premier League title. So, wasn't all too bad in the end, but yeah, just here it is again. To be fair, the composure and class that the Watford players had here to do this. Literally bang on the 4th minute of extra time as well. Hell, that finish is insane. Only top characters without the absolute bottle. Hell of a finish. So yeah, that's some of the best playoff final moments that have happened. Well, in all time really, from the Championship playoff finals. Leave a comment down below who you think is going to win tonight's match, Brentford versus Fulham. And if you have enjoyed, definitely hit that like button. And I'll catch you soon.